Now let's learn graphical method solution of M cross 2 game. Okay, M cross 2, that is M rows and 2 columns. Graphical methods, two types are there. 2 cross n game, that is 2 rows and n columns. M cross 2 game, M rows and 2 columns. 2 cross n game already we have covered. Now today's we are going to learn M cross 2 game. Let us start. Question for you. Consider the payoff matrix of player A as shown below and solve it optimally using graphical method. Clearly it will be given in the question to go for graphical method or to go for dominance, whatever it may be. Clear, it will be clear in the question. Okay. So M cross 2 game, and this is the payoff matrix given to you. Okay. Now coming to the solution, we have to check whether this is pure strategy or mixed strategy game. If pure strategy game, it will be having saddle point, and if mixed strategy, no saddle point. Right. So here minimax is not equal to maximin. So no saddle point. Now we are going to find value and probability using graphical method. So now step 1, reduce the size of the payoff matrix by applying dominance property. Here many rows are there, right? So we are going for the row dominance. And in 2 cross n game, we were going for the column dominance. Here we have to go for the row dominance. Okay. And after row dominance, no row has been removed. Nothing has been ignored. So the same question we are having for graphical solution. We know how to do it. Okay. Now step 2. Here let y be the probability of selection of alternative 1 of player B and 1 minus y be the part of selection of alternative 2 by player B. Same way. In the last one, 2 cross n game, we were having x and 1 minus x, right? And that was for game A. Here for game B, we are giving the probability for the first strategy as y and the other one as 1 minus y. Now derive the expected gain function of player B with respect to each of the alternative of player A. A's alternatives 1, 2, 3 and 4. B's expected payoff function we have to find. Substitute y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1 and find the answers. Okay, just the table before it in the 2 cross n game, this is B and here it is A and here also it is A's expected gain. When come to the M cross 2 game, A's alternative, B's expected payoff function and B's expected gain. Okay, only that is the difference, and x there x and here we are having y. Just compare both and learn. Okay. Next is step 3. Find the value of the gain when y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1. The probabilities are y and minus 1 minus y. Okay. So the A's alternatives 1, 2, 3 and 4. B's expected payoff function. For first strategy of A, 6 into y plus minus 7 into 1 minus y. Okay. So you'll get 13y minus 7. And for strategy 2, 1 into y plus 3 into 1 minus y. That is 3 minus 2y. And for the third strategy, 3 into y plus 1 into 1 minus y. That is 2y plus 1. And for the fourth, 5 into y minus 5 into y plus minus 1 into 1 minus y, and that is 6y minus 1. Substitute y is equal to 0 and y is equal to 1 in the equations and get the corresponding values. So one point you have to note is that here for y is equal to 0, it is minus 7, 3, 1 and minus 1. For y is equal to 1, 6, 1, 3 and 5. See the values? 6, 1, 3 and 5. See this For strategy 1 of B, same values you are having 6, 1, 3 and 5. Okay. And see here 7, minus 7, 3, 1 and minus 1. See this? Minus 7, 3, 1 and minus 1. Okay. This is the way how to check the correctness of the solution. Okay. Now step 4, plot the gain functions on the graph by assuming a suitable scale. Keep y on x-axis and gain on y-axis. Now find the lowest intersection point in the upper boundary of the gain of the graph, that is minimax point. Okay. Find the lowest intersection point in the upper boundary of the graph. Now step 6, if the number of lines passing through the minimax point is only 2, form the payoff matrix and go to step 8, that is solve using augment method. Otherwise, take the lines with the opposite slopes and then continue. So these are the steps for the solution. Now let us draw the graph for the values. Here y is in the x-axis and gain is in the y-axis. Okay, and this I have same way I have divided as 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8 and 0.9. Y is ranging from 0 to, this is 0 and this is 1. Right, so 0 to 1. Okay, now these are the positive values, these are the negative values. For y is equal to 0 and for y is equal to 1, this is a positive and this is the negative value. Now plot the first line. When y is equal to 0, it is minus 7 and for y is equal to 1, it is 6. Minus 7 and 6. Draw the straight line and name as A1. Okay. Now the second line A2, 3 and 1. Take 3 and 1. Okay. Now the third line 1 and 3. That is 1 and 3. That is A3. Okay. Now coming to A4, it is minus 1 and 5. This is minus 1 and 5. Say this 5 and that is A4. See A1, A2, A3 and A4. Now we got all the lines. Now find the lowest intersection point in the upper boundary of the graph. Okay, this is the upper boundary. See this? This is the upper boundary. And from there, I have named as A, B, C and D. So this is the upper boundary. From there, take the lowest intersection point and that is B. And that point is minimax point. Okay, and after that you have to find through this minimax point, if two lines are passing, take the lines, the values and then go for the solution using augment method. That is how we have done in the previous graph. But here, see this, through B, you are having 3 lines passing. Okay, 1, 2 and 3. That is for A2, A3 and A4 are passing, right? And if that is the case, take the lines with opposite slopes. Okay, so the line we are taking is A2. Okay, see here, A2 is there and A4. These are the lines which are in opposite slopes. Okay, and we are leaving this A3. Now you understood? You have to take the strategies of A, 2 and 4 and go for the solution. Okay, this is the original payoff matrix you are having, and for A player we have taken the strategies 2 and 4 and others we ignored, and for B it is 1 and 2. Find the row augment, column augment and probabilities. Okay. Now find the value of the game. Before that, probability of player A. For player A, this is the actual payoff matrix. For the player A, we were having 4 strategies, right? And at the end, we have selected 2 and 4. So for 2 and 4, we are having the value 3 by 4 and 1 by 4. And the rest are zeros. Okay. And for B, only 2 strategies are there and the value of probability values are 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. And value of the game is 1 into 6 plus 5 into 2 divided by 6 plus 2. That is 16 by 8 and that is 2. Okay. So this is a way how to find the value and probability of the players and the game using graphical method for M cross 2 game. Hope it was clear for you. Thank you.